Representation is so important because if you don't see yourself, you don't feel like you belong. Whether that is scrolling the company's social media pages, walking into a waiting room and seeing who's there and seeing if there's someone who looks like you. The value of hiring diverse contractors is that not only do we know how to authentically engage multicultural communities with cultural competency, we also know what it feels like to not be seen, to feel ignored, and so we bring real life experiences in addition to high level expertise. In 2019, McKinsey put out a report that indicated that brands who prioritized a diverse leadership team saw an increase in profitability of 36%. And so we know that today's consumer is not only looking for marketing campaigns that represent a variety of cultures externally, but they're looking for organizations that live the values. What does your team look like? What's your corporate responsibility? And what's your social enterprising component of your business? Today's consumer is really looking for who's behind the product, who's behind the brand, and who's behind the story. Brands could put out a couple of messages on social media committing to D&I, diversity and inclusion. Brands should be thoughtful about how their messaging actually aligns with their corporate responsibilities, how that's reflected in their external communication plan and their internal communication plan. It's not enough to put out messaging around how we're suddenly committed to diversity and inclusion and equity. We should be thinking about how we are sharing that commitment with our staff, not just now, but 6 months down the line, creating a tangible communication plan that will empower and inspire your team. More importantly, every brand must be taking some time, doing some research, and inviting diverse voices to the table to create real solutions for actionable change. I believe that our role as communications practitioners will never be the same. We should refuse to let history repeat itself. Instead, we should focus on telling stories about marginalized communities, elevating our unsung heroes, and telling stories that contribute to a more equitable world. For organizations whose purpose is to authentically engage today's multicultural consumer, let us help you shape and tell stories in a meaningful way.